AI for resume analysis, good. Only discovered ChatGPT a few months ago. All right, so cool. And keep typing them in. I'll kind of go through and look at the chat. I got the chat on one screen. I got my presentation on another screen. So you guys can see the presentation, though, right? You can see it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right. So what I want to do is take you through a few like crazy tools. Anybody ever used any of these tools? I saw Midjourney and I saw Dolly and I saw ChatGPT. Any of these other ones you guys used? Because now you're gonna be in for a really, really cool treat. This stuff is crazy. It's not gonna be all PowerPoint. I'm gonna go straight. As I said, these are new to me. I'm going straight to my browser. I got it all lined up, a whole presentation for each one of these tools. It seems like a lot. I'm gonna go through them pretty quick. I think you'll be blown away by what I got to show you. Then at the end, to wrap it all up, imagine if you could take these various different separate tools and pull them together and make some cool, great software that can change things in finance industry or whatever it is you want to end up doing within this industry, right? There are some tools that let you do no code software. One of the most popular one, the most powerful ones called bubble.io. I actually use it a lot. I'll show you some software that I've actually done. I have no coding experience. I taught myself HTML like a million years ago, but I'm creating software with Bubble and make.com, which is automation. So I'll show you some really cool stuff with that. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna turn this slide off. Oh, all right. So we'll start with the basics, right? I mean, ChatGPT is really, really powerful, so it's hard to call it basic. But this is what blew everything up with generative AI. So most of the AI you're hearing about now is what's referred to as generative AI. AI has been around for, I mean, years and years and years. But not until now, with the explosion of ChatGPT, has it really, really become part of the main market. I'll cut off my camera because I'm gonna be looking at my other screen, so it might just look weird anyway. So let's go ahead and start with ChatGPT. So if you haven't been to ChatGPT, a lot of people use the basic free version, which is the 3.5. There is an upgraded version, which is 4.0, which I use mostly. It's got a lot of additional features within it. You can actually create images, you can upload documents, and the LLM will communicate with those documents. Anybody familiar? Type me in the chat. What is LLM, if you know it? What does that mean? So these LLMs are really what most people are familiar with when they think of AI. When people say AI, they're usually just thinking Chat GPT. So, yep, large language model. So this is basically, in layman's terms, these large language models are trained on tons of data, and they learn to predict what's the most likely next letter or word in, a string of, and so they look real. They feel intelligent because they've been trained on all this stuff. They're not quite at the stage of what we're calling AGI, which is what OpenAI is looking for. So ChatGPT is created by OpenAI, and OpenAI is by far the biggest when it comes to generative AI right now. Their largest partner is Microsoft. So I'll show you some things where they collaborated. But let's get back to ChatGPT. So many of you have probably already seen ChatGPT. You can ask it all types of questions. It redoes my resume. I got like a long list of chats that I've used with ChatGPT. I use it to create posts for my coffee shop when we're trying to do advertising on Instagram and stuff like that. It'll do all sorts of things. There have been some new things that have happened with ChatGPT. You have to be a ChatGPT Pro member to take advantage of some of these, but they've created this new thing called GPTs. So make sure you mute if you're in the background, and I can hear your dogs and stuff in the background. So make sure you mute yourself. So they have this new thing called GPTs, which lets anybody basically be able to kind of create their own like customized Chat GPT for whatever purposes they want to do, right? So what I want to do, what I thought would be fun for you all, is to create a Chat GPT. All right, so let's create our own GPT. You see some of the GPTs that are made here. These are all built on Chat GPT, but we can create our very own real simply. So I'm gonna go up here to create, and depending on how knowledgeable you are with this, you can actually go through and configure it yourself and do all the technical stuff yourself. But they made it so easy that you can legitimately just speak to ChatGPT and it'll help you build your own little version of ChatGPT. So somebody give me an idea. What kind of GPT should we make? They give you a few ideas here. Make a creative who helps generate new visuals for products. Make a software engineer who helps format my code. Somebody type me some in the chat. What kind of ChatGPT would you want to see? And I just want to show you how easy this stuff is. Banking and legal. All right. So let's see. Let's create a banking and legal. Let's see, advisor, I guess.
Yeah, advisor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I'm just do that. Let's see. All right. So then ChatGPT is going to go in. It's going to update. It's going to do all the stuff in the background. Now, if you know a lot about this stuff like me, I could go in and I could configure this stuff manually. But if you're starting off, it'll do it for you. It suggests a name. How about Legal Eagle? Does that sound good to you? I'll say, yep. Sounds good. I'll say, yep. All right. Cool. Next, I think it's going to try to create me a nice little cute logo to put in here. So if you see, let me see if I can. Ooh, who is that? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I got it. I'm watching it.
No, yeah. Oh, cool. So now it already created a little logo for me and everything. Here's the profile. Do you want to make any changes? No, looks good. So now we basically, just like that, we have our GPT. It'll continue to give us some suggestions and things like that as we get ready to launch our GPT. But already, this is what it'll look like. So we could share this link out with folks, and we have a GPT already built, our own customized version of ChatGPT called Legal Eagle with a cute little logo and everything. So it gives us some suggested things we can ask this. So let's preview it. What are the legal implications of a contract breach? So we'll click that. Come on, click it. It ain't clicking. My internet must be acting up. Okay, fantastic. Let me go ahead and save it, and then let's see if that'll do it for me. I'm gonna just publish it to only me. You can make these public, so anybody can utilize your GPT. I think my internet's trying to act up here. All right, let's see. I wanted to demonstrate you the actual questions, but basically you can kind of see here that we created this GPT, our own new version of ChatGPT that is strictly focusing on banking and legal advice. And it created its own little things. And we did that in just a matter of seconds, right? So you could go in here if you have a ChatGPT Pro account and let your mind just go free and just create as many of these GPTs as you want. You can make dozens of these in a day, right? So it's crazy. You might want to close some tabs. No, I got this lined up. I got this lined up in a thing for you. All right. So I want to give you another cool use case. So that's just a quick overview of ChatGPT and the GPTs and the GPT store that they have. But I wanted to give you this real cool use case. So this was in January of 2023. There was a cryptocurrency called Turbo. And this has a really interesting story because the person that created this cryptocurrency was one person. It was one guy. And he went on ChatGPT and he said, help me create a meme cryptocurrency. And all he did was follow the advice of ChatGPT. ChatGPT wrote the code, did everything, told him how to market it, all of that. And I believe in about a week or so time, he had a full-blown cryptocurrency with a market cap at the time of over $20 million. So this been about a year now. His market cap's gone down a bit, but it's still over $18 million. So imagine that. Imagine you start one day, a week or so later, you've got a $20 million cryptocurrency that you basically run. And he owns quite a few of the coins himself, right? And I think it's just a really, really amazing story. I said I'm gonna drop the link to his YouTube video in the chat. It's pretty amazing, and I just want people to see kind of like the things that you can do with this technology. It's not super limited. People think that this is very limited technology. This is amazing technology. So look at that after the presentation. Don't look at it now. All right, so I dropped it in there though for you to check it out. It's a really cool story. The guy gets real emotional too. It changed his whole life. But in a week's time, he created a full-blown cryptocurrency. I want to show you one other language model called Claude. from Anthropic. So this is a competitor, ChatGPT. Actually, some people that left OpenAI went out and created this. And I do this just to show you that there are multiple different language models out there. These are closed source. I'll show you a few open source later on from like Facebook has some open source large language models. But this is very similar to ChatGPT and it's one of the competitors. But you can go out there and play with it. It has a free version as well. All right. So those are large language models. That's what most people think about. Now, I did see a couple of people that talked about these image models. So these are super, super cool. I did this for one of the slides that I'll be presenting to you all later on. I have a concept that I want to do called the Tech Cafe. I own a coffee shop in Norcross, and I was like, I want to bring in young people that want to learn how to create their own software, their own AI software, SaaS, and things like that. And I was like, you know what? I want to create something called Tech Cafe. I said, you know what? Let me make a logo. And I just went here and I asked it to create me a logo, and it came up with all these cool designs. This was the one I landed on. I thought that was pretty cool. This one's pretty cool as well. But imagine whether you're in fintech or any industry, you're trying to get a logo or something made. You'd have to pay a graphic designer. I mean, tons of money. Probably have to go back and forth with various different iterations and to land on the one you want. I just did this prompt a few times, and I just checked out a few different options, and I landed on the one that I liked. And this took a matter of minutes, right? And I had the logo or the image that I wanted. So this is through DALL-E, which is also from OpenAI, and it's available though for free through Bing. So if you go to bing.com/create, you can go and you can use this absolutely free. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable. Another one is called Midjourney. Midjourney is one that you have to utilize through Discord, but it has some amazing realistic type of things. So I was playing around with this yesterday. I created a toy figurine of a Vespa in a 3D rendering. It looks just like a photograph of a toy, but it's really AI. It's AI created. This looks like a view of the ocean from my condo, from my high-rise condo. It's not. I don't have a high-rise condo, but it looks ultra realistic, right? And this is through Midjourney. So this is another image generation software, right? So those are two of them. There's some other ones out there. There's one called Leonardo. There are quite a few of these, but I want to show you kind of the two biggest, most popular ones. All right. So far, let's see. So far, anybody wowed? Give me like a little, y'all got a little thumbs up emojis or anything, or the wow emoji. Anybody see some new stuff they like? Let's see. I'm looking over another screen here. All right. So a few people have used these. So these are probably the common ones. I see a few hand claps. All right. I'll take it. All right. So now let's get into some stuff that nobody mentioned that they've seen. Nobody on the call has mentioned they've seen any of this. I'm going to go to one called Looka. All right. Now, anybody that starts a business, I hear people want to start their own business and things like that, and they get stuck on, well, I got to get a logo created. I got to do all this different stuff before I get started. Well, now they have no more excuses, right? Somebody give me a company name. Maybe it's a company you want to start. Drop it in the chat, whoever drops their company names first. If you got a little side hustle you're doing, or somebody with a side hustle and they might need a logo, let's just drop something in the chat, and I'll show you some stuff I created, which was really cool. So drop it in the chat. I'm gonna be doing this the whole time, so I need y'all to be participating in the chat box over here, because I'm gonna need ideas from you. That was kind of the theme of this. So go ahead and drop me something in the chat. Anybody got a business name you want to see a logo built around? Tell me what it is. And Legal Eagle, you said go with Legal Eagle again. All right. All right, we're gonna go with Legal Eagle, if I can spell it right. And we'll get started. So then I'll show you something I did for Tech. All right, so what is it in? We're in finance, financial services. Continue, and let's just go with, let's do something like this. Well, that's a restaurant thing. Let's do something like that. Legal Eagle. I'll just choose some stuff here. I won't do a slogan. Money grows. We'll pick a few of those symbol types. All right, so then they're gonna start creating some different things for me. All right, so we got Legal Eagle. All right, so I'll just choose one of these. So I'll just choose this. Got the logo created. I can go and I can change it up a little bit. But check out all the stuff it does. It creates the whole brand profile, all the brand stuff. I can get my letterhead now. I can get stuff from my logo from my website, social media covers, social media profiles. I can put it on envelopes, all my digital assets. My whole branding is done now. I don't have to wait to get my business started. I no longer have excuses. And I can go in, I can change this. I can go customize this as much as I want. But just like that, I'm off to a start. I can even get shirts printed with my logo on it. Like already, I got everything I need at my fingertips, and it only took a matter of seconds and a few prompts to get this going. So now that's out the way. No more excuses. I can start my business stuff up, right? That is like just amazing to me. Like you can create your full brand just that quick. All right. So that's called Looka. I guess that's how they pronounce it, looka.com. All right. So next, I want to go to something a little bit different. Now, this looks kind of like an image generation site, but actually it's a text to video site. So if I did, let's see, I want to do Thanos as a Pixar character. On this all wrong. And it will actually take this prompt and it'll actually generate a video. So I want to do some of them came weird. I had this for my coffee shop, and it made this kind of zoom in thing for the coffee shop window. Created a little anime rock star over here, right? And this was all from a prompt. All I did was type anime rock star, and it created anime rock star. This was some villain. I copied this from somebody else, but this is some villain walking up a hall. This was all created from a text prompt. Right? I didn't have to do any drawings. This one came out weird. Sometimes AI stuff comes out really weird. I don't know what's happened with this lady, but it didn't turn out quite right. But you see over here, it's generating this Thanos as a Pixar character directly from the prompt. So it's almost done. But you can actually go and explore what other people are doing too. So they created these little cloud scenes. This is an anime person zooming in, doing some beautiful graphic. All this was created by a prompt. These people had no graphics. They didn't add any of the graphics to it themselves. They just did the prompt and it created this. Look at this. This looks super cool. This apocalyptic Earth War Cities theme, right? This looks straight out of like a movie scene, right? You could use for B-roll if you're in movies and stuff, right? So here's my Thanos. He's done. Look at him. He's Pixar Thanos talking junk, about to snap his finger, right? So this is called Pika from Pika Labs, and really cool, fun use cases, especially if you're like into film, things like that. Now, this is video with just a very short clip. These are like 3 to 7 second clips. I want to show you something that's super practical that I've actually shown some use cases within our company at the bank on how we can make basically commercials with AI from scratch. So I'll show you one that I did that was just a cool one I did from my own coffee shop. Let's see if I can make sure I'm sharing audio on here. I'm thinking you guys may be able to hear the audio. Let me know if you can hear the audio on this. If not, I'll try.
Let us take you on an adventure to a place where coffee and community blend seamlessly. The 45.
You can hear the audio?
Yep.
Okay. So this video, I won't show the whole thing, but everything from the voiceover to the words popping up to the stock footage in the back, everything was done by AI. I just typed a prompt and it created it. So I wanted to do something for you guys, show you one like live. We'll come back to it because it takes a few minutes to actually create. But I wanted to actually do one for Georgia Fintech Academy. So I got a prompt over here. I actually drop it over here, right? And I'm gonna do it as let's do a YouTube explainer video. Actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just do it like this. So I'm gonna create a 30-second sizzle reel promoting Georgia Fintech Academy, and I linked to the website to use it as a reference. So the AI is going in, it went and checked out the website already, analyzed it, did a summary of it, and it's thinking through. It's gonna get ready to write the script, create a voiceover, and all of that stuff. It's gonna be done for me. All I did was type in the prompt, and it's gonna do a lot of stuff for me. All right. So
that's coming up. This is interesting because I've made the same attempt before.
Yeah.
I didn't even think to prompt it to reference the website.
Oh yeah. Yep. It can go out. Yeah, it can actually go out to the websites. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's why like prompt language is like important.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'll do for a second here, I'll actually go to the next thing while it's preparing. It's going to ask me to do one more thing. So I'll come back right after this next one. But while that's generating, I'm going to go to another one that is really cool. So this one is called Gamma. I actually use Gamma, as you can see, to start up my presentation for tonight. I use it actually to start up lots of presentations that I'm going to make. It gets my ideas already going. All right. So I'm going to actually say, I want you to see how quick this creates presentation. So if you have a presentation, anybody got a presentation they got to do for class or anything like that they want to see? If you do, type me something in the chat and I'll create it. But you got to hurry up because I'm jumping straight to it. So this can create presentations like PowerPoints. It can create documents. It can create one-page like web pages and things like that. I usually use it a lot for presentations since I do a lot of trainings and everything. So I don't see anybody drop me anything in the chat. So I'm just saying, hey, I actually do the same thing. Let's see, create a presentation. Promoting Georgia Fintech Academy. I don't know if this one can go out to the web, so let me see. Actually, let me try this. I'm just paste this in, but I'm gonna say create a promotion, a presentation, let's see. See what it does here. All right, so when you do this, it'll come up with an outline instantly, before I could even finish saying it. Came up with an outline, and I'm just do a short one. I'll just continue. It takes credits. It asks me what theme I want for my layout. We'll just go with what it's got, and we'll go ahead and generate this. And if you look just how fast this is coming up with this PowerPoint presentation, right? Then I can obviously go back out and I can edit it and change up the pictures. That's what I did with this presentation today. I used it to get the framework and give me the ideas. And then I went back and edited the pictures or changed up various different things and all those types of things, right? So in a matter of seconds though, Gamma has this whole thing set up for me, and I can just go in and do little tweaks there. But a majority of the work is done. Crazy.
I'll take Ralph.
What'd you say?
I said I'll take the link to this, Ralph.
All right, I'll share it. Yes, crazy. All right, let's go back over here. All right, so I have to do one more thing. So my audience for Georgia Fintech, I'll say is students. I'll say I want it inspiring, and let's say we'll do it on actually LinkedIn. All right, so now I'm gonna let that run again. It's gonna finish creating the video. I had to do that last step. While it's doing that, let's go to another one that's really cool. So this one is called Mixo. So Mixo can create you a basic website with a prompt. All right, so we've created media packages with a prompt on the other one on Looker. We created commercials. We created a presentation. Now we're gonna go to Mixo. So I'm actually, because since I want to do this tech cafe, I wanted to make me a little website. So I already created this prompt talking a little bit about the program that I want to create for tech entrepreneurs that want to do AI and automation, empower the world, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to see what it comes up with. I have not done this prior to this call. So I want to see what I can do. And I want to collect subscribers. I want to get people on the waiting list, and we're going to go ahead and generate it. So Mixo is going to take the information. It's going to go ahead and create me a basic website. Now I did this the other day for a restaurant that's near us that wanted to revamp their website. And while I was sitting talking to them, I just punched in their prompts. I punched in some prompts in here, and it created basically a template for the site. All right, so bam, just like that, I got this basic website where I can get people to join the waiting list, learn about AI and automation, virtual and in-person learning, attend monthly in-person classes at 45 South Historic Norcross, join the community of tech, all just that quick, right? People wait to get their logo created, get their websites created, all this type of crazy stuff. And we got it right here, right? And I can go in, I can customize this. I can do more things to it. There is a paid plan if you want to do some additional stuff with it and everything. But basically, though, I got this site and it's, basically live and ready to go. Like I could actually publish this and get people on the wait list and started going, right? So just like that, simple and easy. I didn't have to pay a web designer. I can go in and customize this myself. Imagine how much money people will save with these different tools, right? And this goes for small companies as well as large fintech companies, right? You can save tons of money in design and all of that. So let's go back. I think our video is ready. Oh, it's looking good. Let's see. Now, when you do use this, when you don't have the paid version, it'll show this iStock on here. You get the paid version like I have, it removes those. But let's see what it came up with for Georgia Fintech.
Can I get the link for that website building one?
I put it in the chat. Mixo.io.
Alright, cool. Appreciate it.
.io. So just like that, it's got this creative. Now, if I want to go back and edit some stuff, I want to do some different pictures or videos in here, I can go and change that. If I want to edit the script a bit, I can go and change up the script if I want to. I can even say, you know what, I don't like that lady's voice. Let's say change to a male voice. And so if I want to change it to a male voice, I just click in the prompt. I can tell it to put a call to action at the end, all of that. So what it's doing is saying, hey, all right, cool. We're switching the male voice for the narration, regenerating the voiceover, and it's going to do it. Then when I replay it, it'll have the same script, and now I have the voiceover. All right, so it changed the voice to a new one. Let's.
I don't know why we can't hear it this time, Ralph.
You couldn't hear it that time?
No.
Ah, interesting. Well, it's a dude now.
Visual and everything else is showing, so that helps. But
okay, for some reason his voice isn't popping up. Okay, it's going on our end. It's another, like, it's a British accent again, but it's a male voice this time. All right, so but hopefully you kind of see like the power of that. I mean, these tools are crazy, right? And we're still going. We haven't even gotten to what people will call the scary part yet. All right. So I'm actually, if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna try to publish this. And like, if you all are interested in like this tech cafe idea, I'll drop this link here to see if you want to join the wait list. So I think it's gonna be a really fun experience. All right. So next, this was probably one of the first AI tools that I used. You can see I was using this back in 2020. Right, so during the pandemic, I'm over here making AI music. So this particular site makes AI music tracks. Now, I was having a bunch of fun with this, just creating stuff. But one of the use cases I had in real world was we do a lot of e-learnings, and we create these e-learnings, and sometimes we want music in the background. So you have to pay for a license for them and all this type of stuff. And I said, you know what? No, we don't. I just created a little tune, and I downloaded the tune and popped it into it. So I don't know if you all will be able to hear this now. I don't know what might have happened with the sound, but let's see if you all can hear any of the. Actually, let me. Wonder if I refresh my browser or something. Would that get it back on? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Up here. Okay, there's a button up here where it says now I can share computer sound. Let's see if you all can hear it now. Let's see. Can you hear that? Are y'all able to hear that music there? Okay.
Yep.
So that was just like a little uptune, fun like thing I had in the background of one of my trainings. I did a little. This is all like Game of Thrones-ish. So it creates these tracks in seconds. You can just go in, create a new track, determine the style you want, the length you want, and it'll create these tracks for you. So this is one of the first ones I used, and that was kind of my use case. But you can use this for whatever, right? The next DJ Khaled. Well, if you think that's cool, I'm gonna show you this next one. This one's called Suno AI. Now this is crazy. This one not only creates the music, it creates lyrics and the voice that's singing the song. I made this song over Christmas, and if y'all type me in the chat a song you wanted to make real quick, it does it pretty fast. So the first person to type something, I'll make a song. Keep it PG though. We're gonna keep it PG. All right, so I made this little Christmas song though, and I just said, hey, make me a soulful, R&B song about somebody missing somebody at Christmas. And this is what it came with. Listen to the voice and everything.
Oh, folks tell me upon the city streets, but I'm not feeling the warmth of the season.
Crazy. No, it's not Mariah Carey. That's an AI voice. All right. So let's see. I see flute inspirational music. And what do you want the song to be about? I don't know if it'll do a specific instrument, but let's see. Yeah, this is amazing, but kind of scary. All right. Let's see. So give me a song. Yeah, that's crazy, right? All right. Let's do a song about trucks. All right. What kind of song? What do we want it? We wanted what we wanted, a country song about trucks. A country song about trucks. Let's go. We're just gonna click create. See what it comes up with. Might as well, right? So it said trucks and girls. I'm not doing that. I told you we PG, bro. All right. So just like that, we got the asphalt. Is this mine? Yeah, asphalt.
Okay, Asphalt Cowboys.
Asphalt Cowboys. Let's see what it's doing.
Country.
Let's go.
Well, I'm moving down the highway in my big old Chevrolet. Got my boots on my pedals and my head down low. I'm a country boy, born and raised.
Crazy, right? Just like that. Just like that.
I kind of want us to make a Fintech soundtrack, Ralph.
Make a Fintech soundtrack? All right, let's see. What are we gonna call it? Let's see. A pop song about Fintech.
Yeah, pop song about Fintech.
Let's see. Can you do a bachata song? I can check. Let's see.
Bachata.
And see how fast these create. It creates you two versions too. I didn't even play the other version, but let's see. This one's called Digital Currency. Let's go. Let's see. They're not always.
In a world of endless possibilities, we're breaking barriers, crossing boundaries. With this white bubble finger, we're changing the game. Digital currency, under the sand.
Wow.
Funny. Good stuff. So that's Suno. It's a free version, so it gives you these credits, so many credits a day. So I welcome you to go out there, suno.ai, check it out, play around with it, make your own songs. It's real fun. All right.
Adam put in the chat, so this is how pop music has been made for years.
Right? I like it. All right. So we're almost through our stuff. Like, I don't know how much time I was given, but I'm having fun. I hope y'all having fun, right? Give me like a 1 in the chat if this has been some good stuff. Type like just a 1. Let's see. Auto tunes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So it's a few people having some fun. Okay. Cool. We're gonna keep going. Now we're about to dive into what people might consider. It's very useful technology now, mind you, but it can be scary for some folks. Now we're gonna go into the world of cloning, AI cloning. All right. So this is Elavon Labs. Elavon Labs is known for being able to clone your voice, and you can type and create new recordings with just text, right? So I'll show you my first one. Let's see. I have my voice library. Well, actually, I'll go to speech synthesis. So it cloned my voice. It's not the greatest clone of my voice. I don't think it sounds exactly like me, but I'm going to use my clone voice, and I'm going to do text to speech, and I'm going to have it just generate this. So I typed this in there earlier. So happy to be here with the Georgia Fintech group.
So happy to be here with the Georgia Fintech group. I hope you are enjoying the AI presentation.
Could y'all hear that?
Yep, it sounds like it's the fluctuation or whatever it's called is not 100% matching.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it does
so
sound a little bit like you.
yeah, it sounds a little bit like me. So I still got to train it more on some more data. But just look how close that is to my voice. Now, what I wanted to show you all was something really cool though. So that's one thing. You can clone your own voice. You can use other pre-made voices, and you can do narration. So one of the use cases I did was we had a video that needed to be edited, but we used a third-party company to create the video in the first place. Well, we didn't really have the budget or the time to go back to that third-party company and say, hey, redo this whole thing. So what we did was we just took a voice, a new voice, cloned a voice, and then we used it to narrate the new soundtrack that we wanted. And we put that into the video, and we didn't even have to pay a voiceover actor, right? So we didn't have to pay this new, we didn't have to pay like the marketing firm that did it at first, whatever. We were able to knock it out on our own by just cloning the voice and putting it into the video, right? So that was just one cool use case. Now, one of the most powerful things that's come out of this recently is this thing called dubbing. Dubbing allows you to translate any video to another language. This is like crazy. This is crazy good stuff. So let me actually show you. What I did is I found a video online from Georgia Fintech Academy, and it was some students. I think they made this like in 2018. I can probably drop the original. I think I have the original for the link here. Actually, I'll play it real quick over here. Let me see. Don't judge me about my tabs. I heard somebody joking about my tabs. This was on purpose. But this is the original.
I think I've kind of found my purpose in life through financial technology.
It was one thing to always talk about what's next.
All right. So this was made by a Georgia Fintech student, right? So I took this video. I just took the link and I dropped it in here and I had it translated to Spanish. Check this out.
Es una academia increíble, es una oportunidad
Creo que
increíble.
aquí he encontrado mi propósito en la vida a través de la tecnología
Hay una
financiera.
cosa de la que siempre se habla sobre qué es lo próximo o cuál es el futuro de este espacio en esta industria.
Crazy, dude. So all I did was take the link, I copied and pasted it in here onto YouTube, and it took that video, translated it to Spanish. And somebody said really good. So I guess if we got any Spanish speakers, there's somebody said creepy and cool, right? But imagine the use cases for that. Now, in any industry, fintech included, now you can reach bigger markets. So whereas originally you just recording everything in English, but now you can do it in Spanish, you can do Chinese, Hindi, Portuguese, French, German, Japanese, the list goes on. And now you can communicate with way more communities, broaden your offering to all these various different communities. So they said, I speak Spanish, that was actually good. Yeah. So it's amazing stuff that you can do with this. All right. So that's 11 labs. Now, if you thought that
I
was
actually have a
cool,
quick question.
yeah.
On the topic of like AI that kind of work with languages, can you recommend any AI that can help you learn a language?
Yeah, so that's probably going to be more like your Chat GPT. So if you and Chat GPT is pretty good with that, but that's where you'll like be able to chat with it. It can actually, I've had it do that for me, create a curriculum to help me learn a language, and it'll pull out a whole curriculum for you to learn it, and then you can go through that curriculum, and you'll tell it, hey, all right, now give me lesson 1, and it'll go through and do practice and stuff with you. I'll show you one other thing you might be able to use, but ChatGPT is probably actually going to be the best one right now for that type of thing. And I would use the pro version if you can, if at all possible. All right. So.
For sure.
All right, cool, man. Oh, and thanks for jumping on. All right. So you thought that was scary. We're about to get scarier. So this is called HeyGen. HeyGen is also a cloning software, but it actually clones you. So this here is me, but not really. So I'm actually going to go to a couple of videos I created. And I did this, I was going to do this LinkedIn announcement. I haven't created it yet, but check this out. I'm going to play this. I'm looking crazy. That's a bad like cover thing it made. But
Hello, LinkedIn community. I'm thrilled to announce something exciting. As AI reshapes our world, I'm launching a series of posts exploring its revolutionary.
Now, this guy looks like me, but this is not me. I never recorded this video. What I did was I gave it a seed video, and it cloned me from there. And now I can type in text and create new videos. So I can type in text, drop in the avatar I want, and it'll create a brand new video using my avatar. It does like all the motions that I would normally do and all those types of things, right? So it takes it from my original video, but it's like got hand motions down and all types of
community.
stuff.
I'm thrilled to announce something exciting as AI reshapes our world.
So I sent this to my kids and my wife. They were like, no, that is you. I was like, no, it's not. Look closer. So a few little things, if you look close enough, you can kind of spot, but it's not me. It's not actually me. So then I want to show you kind of something like we saw in Elavon Labs. So the same guy, I went and translated this video to Spanish. So let's see. And I don't speak Spanish, so I definitely didn't record this.
Hola LinkedIn, emocionado de anunciar algo emocionante mientras la IA transforma nuestro mundo. Lanzo publicaciones que exploran su impacto en...
Boy, now if you thought 11 Labs was crazy, this is next level. So again, now I can create videos that can go across anywhere, but now I got my actual face with it. I can actually create Spanish speakers. How well did that one do? And I think they use 11 Labs for their translation too. So I think it should be the same level as 11 Labs. But yeah, so I mean, this stuff is amazing. People are creating like faceless YouTube channels. They're actually using their face, but they're not recording the videos, right? So that was a voice generated by this, which still doesn't sound exactly like me. The cool thing with this is I can actually use my voice though, too. So on this one, I think I actually used my actual voice. No, that's not the one. I actually use my actual voice. You can either speak it or you can type it. So I think I spoke this one.
Hey everybody, I want to invite you out to 45 South Coffee House.
So this was my actual voice, but I wasn't actually in the video. I recorded my voice saying it, but I didn't actually record the video. It lip synced everything to the words I was saying and made my avatar say it. So again, this is crazy. I think I got a couple more credits. I won't use up all my credits though. I don't have that many left on this. They got a free version, but I only get so many credits. I haven't started paying for it yet. So hope y'all thought that was cool. I'm gonna go to one other one. I think this one's pretty cool as well. So this one's called In-World. This is for creating avatars that you can interact with. A lot of people use this for gaming and creating games. I actually want to use it for role plays for I do sales training, so doing role plays. So I created me a little character. I named him Ralph. He's a trainer. And I'm actually going to do a live role play with him. Now, this is risky because sometimes he goes off on a tangent, but let's see if I can get him to act right today. Let's see. Hey, Ralph, I'm wondering if we could do a role play. Let me refresh him. He's been sitting there. It might have timed out my session. Let's see. All right, let's refresh him and see if I can get him to respond. Hey, Ralph. I'm wondering if we can do a role play.
Well, hello there. How can I brighten your day today? Oh, a role play, you say? That sounds like a delightful change of pace. Consider me intrigued. What kind of scenario are we diving into?
I want you to be a business owner, and I'll be a sales rep selling you some AI technology.
A sales rep pitching AI technology to me, the business owner. Excellent choice. Let's dive right into it. You can start the pitch and we'll see where this collaboration takes us. Fire away.
All right, so I'm gonna stop right there. So I can like do role plays with this guy. I've done a few of these. I can do a role play with him. He'll come back and forth, pretend like he's a customer. And then at the end, I even ask for feedback. How did I do? What could I have done better? And he'll give me that feedback. So it's really cool stuff, and a lot of use cases for this type of technology as well. So yeah. All right. So with that, that covers all the AI, initial AI tools I wanted to cover with you. I do touch on a couple of these. These are open model sources. I'm not going to go into demos of those because you can actually use these on your computer. But Llama 2 is another large language model. Another cool one from Meta, Facebook, is called Soundbox or AudioBox. You can check out. There are a few other ones down here, so I can drop some links later on. But I want to kind of end it off with, how can you pull these tools together and make something spectacular? So I've actually got some little. This is called Bubble. You can go and you can create your own web applications, your own web software using Bubble, using no code, right? And the beautiful thing with Bubble is they have all these various different templates that you can use. So I actually show you. If you had an app idea, for example, and it was going to be something similar to, say, I don't know, say you want to start something, your own social media type of site. They got a template that mimics Instagram that you can customize and have your own social media site in the fraction of the time it probably took Instagram to build theirs. If you want to make your own Airbnb type site, you can do it here. You can download the template, and a lot of these are free, and create your own little mini Airbnb thing in your own niche or what have you, right? So there are lots of these various different things, dashboards, and they provide you with templates. You don't necessarily have to start from scratch. So I got this template, and I'm designing like an AI software. Basically, I can go in and it can do a lot of the things that, ChatGPT might be able to do, but I got it more customized, kind of like those GPTs, where it can generate you business ideas, create Facebook ad copy, and all of that. So this is something I was working on as a project, right? I'm not actually going to sell this one, but this is actually a project I was working on, and these legitimately work. They use up my API, some of my API tokens, but I can actually use these and utilize these and create things with this, right? So if I had a product, and we'll just use what it has, vegan face cream. That's interesting. And all right, it says the target is young women. And it'll create like Facebook ad copy. I don't know. I think my API is still, my OpenAI API is still hooked up. So it might generate something here. Yep. So it gives me like some Facebook ad copy that I could use just like that, right? And this is what I built this. I made this myself, and I don't even have any experience coding, right? So what did I do? Actually click something. All right. So this is called Bubble. Now, Bubble is powerful on its own, but it can actually integrate with a lot of other powerful softwares. And one of the most powerful ones that I like to use is one called Make.com. So Make.com utilizes a very nice visual interface to link up a lot of different APIs, so you can pull together lots of different services. So like you got all these various different services. Most of these will have APIs for you to link them together. And if you can link them together in some really unique ways that solve business problems, then you can make a very powerful software on your own, and it's super easy. So this one I want to demonstrate for you is pretty cool. I actually used this for my coffee shop for a minute I was just kind of testing some stuff out. But I can actually create print-on-demand items for drop shipping. Now you can use your own designs and put it in this automation. But I'm actually going to have AI do it all for me. So what's going to happen, kind of explain what's going on here. I got this site. I made this little test site called Abstract. All right, I built this myself. I actually had a template. It was pretty simple. And I can create these items with mock-ups and everything instantly without having to do anything. So I want you to take note of the last item listed here. It says Sophia Da Vinci. I'm going to go to make.com and I'm going to run this automation one time. All right, hopefully I don't have to refresh. So what it's going to do is it's going to ask DALL-E to create me a new abstract image. It's going to run to ChatGPT and say, hey, create a new title for this image, create a description for this image, send it over to Printify, which is a print-on-demand company, and upload the image, create a product, and then publish that product to a Shopify store. After that, it sends it somewhere else, and there's a second automation if I want to load it to a, if I want to automatically load it to a Instagram or Facebook site, it'll do all of that automatically for me. But just for now, I want you to see this. So all I did was click run, and first it goes over to Printify, and then Printify will then post it over here to the abstract Shopify page. So it takes a second. Let's see. First it's going to go to Printify. So let me refresh Printify and see if it's created the product. And then it will move it over to Shopify. All right, so I think it's still creating. So Sophia Da Vinci is the last one. Let's see if I refresh it. Boom. Just like that, I got a new backpack style. Now these aren't anything I probably sell, but I want to demonstrate to you what just happened. This was created from nothing. I clicked a button, it went and created something that somebody can actually buy and purchase physically. I can do this with prints. This was an AI generated print, and it did the mock-up, all the stuff. It added the sizes, it put the price, everything was done through automation, right? I did absolutely nothing but click the link and it made it. So over here, we got the mock-ups from the different angles, right? All this stuff done, and it's got the price, it's got a description. All this stuff was automatically created, which if you've ever done anything like this, you actually have to go in and manually do these things yourself, right? With this, it was done strictly through automation. I set up this automation one time and I could run it automatically every so many minutes, however often I wanted to run, and it'll keep creating products for me over and over and over while I sleep. Then I can actually even have it posted to my website. So I did this for a second as a project on my coffee shop Facebook page, and you can see it was actually posting these backpacks automatically on my page. I didn't do any of these posts. It automatically posted these on my page, and this was just a project. It did some prints. I did some prints of some coffee themed prints, some shoes, everything. I was playing around. I wanted to test it out and see what happened. So it created the products, posted it to a Shopify store, then even posted it on my LinkedIn and my Facebook pages for marketing. All that handled through automation. So imagine being able to pull these things together along with these new AI tools and make really, really powerful stuff that impact your industry. All right, so with that, and this is just showing you my database I'm using. So with that, I'll go back to me PowerPoint here. And let's see here. All right, so based on what you're seeing, type me in the chat, what are some ideas, what are some use cases you can think of that you might be able to apply some of this technology to? What are some use cases that you can imagine? Type me something in the chat. See if I come back on the camera. Do you have to pay for advertising once it posts? No, it's just like regular Facebook posts. Those are just regular Facebook posts. Those weren't paid ads. Role play for user stories. Good, like that. Will we have a recording to represent it? No, I don't think we recorded it. Gather data, analyze, and create a quick presentation. Right, yeah, so you could probably link so many tools together and do that. Marketing, yep. Yeah, so I mean, the applications are like endless. I mean, a lot before now, you may not have known a lot of these tools existed. I would really recommend like you look into some of these and start just kind of getting what the use cases could be for whatever it is you're looking to go to in fintech, or even if you change paths or whatever. The AI is like the future of everything, right? So it's going to be everywhere. It's the future of SaaS, and I believe that a lot of you on here that are in fintech, I know some of you will take some of this stuff and you'll be like the next like micro SaaS entrepreneurs. Not everybody's got to be this huge OpenAI $90 billion valuation. There are lots of companies out there that are killing it with and selling and exiting for several million, and they're one person shops. So I wanted to share. I actually shared another YouTube link, and this is the guy I follow on YouTube, one of the many, but he talks about quite a few of these various different various different SaaS companies that are one-person shows, and they built these softwares, just them, using stuff like Bubble and using stuff like Make.com and creating software that people need and selling their companies for millions of dollars, right? And it's one-person teams. So the future is going to be, really, really great. I think, and I'm excited to do this with a lot of you all. Again, if you're interested, I didn't pull the link from the Mixo. I was going to do the waitlist thing, but if you are interested, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. If you don't have me already, I'm Ralph-M-White on here. This old looking picture right here. It's in black and white, so it makes me look like my dad. But definitely reach out. Actually, I'll drop that in the linked in here too as well. But reach out as we get that idea together. With the Tech Cafe, I really want to show more and more of this. Very professional picture. Thank you very much. But I really want to provide more and more of this and provide more value for people that want to learn more about AI and how they can actually really be a part of it, not just watch it as it goes by, like really jump in and be a part of it. Tell us more about so the Tech Cafe is a concept I recently came up with. Let me see if I can, let's see if I can actually send anybody a link for this. All right, I'll actually when I get a chance, I'll try to send out a link, but reach out to me on LinkedIn. But what I'm planning for it to be is just this, like we're coming in, we're learning about all the tools that are out there, and then teaching people how to use things like Bubble, no-code software, and Make.com for automations, and teaching about APIs in a very simple way that anybody can get up and going. So the goal is to make real easy wins, like use some templates to create some software like in a weekend, right? So now you've got software built and you can do it. Then you can go out and create your own, right? And we'll be there to support you, kind of give you the steps on how to validate your ideas, and all those types of things. So that's kind of my goal with that. So I'm really, 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 really excited for that, and I'm looking to get more and more young folks like you all like into programs like that. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm hoping to launch it like in March. Is what I'm gonna be shooting for. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. So if you all liked what you saw, could somebody, let's see, give me like a wow emoji, a hand clap. Like were y'all amazed? Was anything amazing to you? I see a few hand claps. All right, some people were wowed.
More than a few. I mean, that's a standing ovation. Received there.
Cool. Empress, I remember you, Empress. How you doing? All right, cool, man. Well, that was really it. Again, I was hoping to have the link here. It's trying to make me upgrade because I got more than one page on here.
We can send it to Levita and I. We could forward it on to the students that attended today.
Absolutely. That sounds great. Yes, if y'all want to find more information as we build it out, I love to work with some of you all if that's an area you guys want to go into. So with that, I'll stop and see if there are any other questions. I know we had this, I think it said till 8, so I'll stop and see if there are any other questions or anything I can answer before we go. Linda.
Hi, so I had a question. So from all the AI that you've been using, what do you think the benefits and risks of it have been?
So with AI, one of the big things you want to be careful with is putting sensitive information in. So I work for a bank. So I never put any sensitive information into, say, ChatGPT or Gamma or anything like that. I'll put public information. So like, for instance, you saw me with InVideo, when I created the video for Georgia Fintech, I say reference this link, which is a public site, right? I don't actually put any sensitive information in there. So I wanted to pull from what's already publicly known, which keeps me out of trouble. So even if you're doing your own thing though, making sure, if you're doing your own, like even if it's your own company and you don't want to put like sensitive information in case it gets leaked. They say it's secured, but you never know if you're just using a public, public type of LLM or something. So that's kind of the biggest thing, and that's the biggest part that the bank has been concerned about with AI. So it's very much important that you're not putting confidential or sensitive information in these language models. I see, is it Jennifer? Jennifer? I see your hand up. You can go ahead though. I might have been pronouncing it wrong. And you might be on mute. Oh no, I see you. You're off mute. Okay, somebody has their hand up, but if you figure out how to get unmuted. All right, let's see. Do you think as AI gets more popular and more used, that the originality of ideas and concepts of humans in the future would diminish? No, not at all. I don't think it'll diminish at all. For me, AI has allowed me to be more creative. Like I wouldn't, and it kind of actually boosts and helps the creativity in my particular situations, right? So I started off with, whenever I start these PowerPoints, it starts me off with a template, and I say, oh yeah, I never thought of that, and then I can actually do something additional. So I feel like it's an assistant, which is what it's designed to be. It's supposed to be an assistant for you, and the more work it takes off of our hands, I think the more creative we'll get to be. We'll actually do those things, I'm almost got the utopia vibe with AI, right? Eventually we'll be able to do all the things we just love to do, right? Rather than things we have to do for money or whatever. So it allows to, in my opinion, to be more creative or more original. All right, what else? Yeah, go ahead and type in I don't know why I couldn't hear you. Seeing as AI is such a powerful tool, how do you think it will impact jobs? Will it just be a tool or a replacement? Currently, currently in reality, you're seeing it be a little bit of both, right? It is a tool, and for the people that don't use it, some people are losing jobs. So I can't hide the fact that there's been, you can look it up in the news, there's been lots of tech layoffs, right? Because AI can write software, to a very high level of accuracy, and you only need a few people to check it. So you don't need as many programmers. I can build a whole software without any developers, right? And I don't even develop talker. I created video commercials for my coffee shop, and you can create those without needing a marketing team. So there will be some, but people that know how to utilize the tools, I believe, are going to be the ones that do the best with it. So that's why I really, really encourage people to learn how to utilize these tools to improve your value with the company, improve your productivity. So I think it can go both ways. But you definitely want to be the person that knows how to use these tools so that you are very, very indisposable. You're a super asset to anybody you work for. I think I heard something coming through. What industries do you think will grow due to AI, which will be negatively impacted? Do you think there will still be as much need for firms as money? Again, it kind of goes back to the last question. I think there will be a need for firms. I think people will just need to change their model, right? So with any huge revolution, things change. When they came up with tractors and didn't need horses and ox to pull, stuff to do farming, didn't get rid of farms. Right, it just made them more efficient, and then you can use things for better uses, right? So I don't think they will go away. I just think people will need to change how they think about business, and that's what this is. That's why you really need to be on the forefront of this stuff, so you know what's happening, so you know how to pivot and change your business model, so that you don't end up like Blockbuster, right? When Netflix came with streaming, Blockbuster was a little late to the game, and now it's like one Blockbuster in Alaska or something, So you want to make sure these businesses will make sure they'll have to change how they do business in order to survive and thrive even. And again, this is all just my opinion. None of this is what's the disclaimer they do? None of these are the opinions of U.S. Bank or Elavon. These are just Ralph White's thoughts and thinking,
No, you're spot on, Ralph. Any other questions on the line?
Hey, I appreciate y'all all coming out, hanging with me. I see a few of my folks from the coffee shop I invited on here. Hey, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed.
Nice presentation, Ralph.
Thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoy it, man. I really put a whole lot of thought in this because this is already my thing. And I was telling Laura, I was like, I actually had to cut down some of the tools because I was like, ooh, then I could tell them about this. So again, this is really just part of the tools that are out there. So go subscribe to like some YouTube stuff, keep up with the latest stuff happening in AI. I mean, it's changing every day. And it's going to change. It's going to change our whole world. As long as you're at the forefront of it, you know how to utilize it, then you'll continue to thrive, in this changing time. So
Yeah, this presentation was like very good, and I really, appreciate you for providing us with all these resources.
absolutely, man. Glad y'all enjoyed.
All right, it is getting dark outside, and Ralph, we really appreciate your time. We look forward to having you in a future session again. Thank you all that joined. We have another session on Wednesday with Visa on real-time payments and instant payments. So more exciting things on the calendar. I'll put in the chat our group me. I'll also remind you to follow us on LinkedIn, and on our website we have at georgiafintechacademy.org/events a whole calendar of events this spring semester. So keep tuned for some more informative sessions like this. But Ralph, thank you so much, and everyone have a good night.
All right, y'all. See you.
Good night, everyone.